What if 5 years from now, you never forgot a name, never misplaced a file, never struggled to recall where you saw that idea, video, recipe, conversation, or document, because every single experience, every word you spoke, every image you captured, every place you visited, and every thought you typed was logged, understood, and instantly retrievable by your personal AI memory system? Sounds like science fiction? It's not. It's the next frontier in human AI integration, and it's unfolding right now. Today on Tech Wave 65, we're diving deep into the provocative question: will AI replace your memory in just 5 years? To answer that, I ran an experiment using current tools that mimic what future AI memory might look like. I combined tools like Rewind AI, Mem AI, Notion AI, voice journal apps like Journify, calendar tracking, photo tagging, and ChatGPT Vision to simulate a digital memory assistant that captured everything I did, automatically. For 2 straight weeks, I wore my Apple Watch Ultra, carried my iPhone, recorded every voice note I muttered, and had Rewind and Mem log everything I read, said, and watched on my Mac. My face was tracked. My words were transcribed. My photos were auto-captioned. And every day, my AI assistant would offer me a highlight reel. Here's what you consumed today, what you said, how you felt, and what decisions you made. Day 1, it felt invasive. Day 3, it felt useful. By day 7, it felt like I had a second brain. Here's how it worked. If I asked, "Where was that site I saw about smart mirrors?" the AI responded, "You viewed a page on June 2nd at 3:15 p.m. for 46 seconds, discussing IoT bathroom integrations with Apple Health." It included the URL, screenshot, and the paragraph I lingered on. I asked, "What was my energy like last Friday?" It showed a graph. You spoke more slowly than average, canceled one call, took a midday nap, and logged low facial engagement on camera. I asked, "What did I think about that productivity video from YouTube?" It pulled my voice comment from that moment. "Great idea on momentum tracking. I should test that Monday." That's when it hit me. I had offloaded my memory to a machine, and it worked. No searching. No scrolling. No struggling to remember. Just ask, and it delivered. So what's actually making this possible? First, the rise of ambient AI recording, apps that passively log everything on your screen, through your mic, or via your camera, and index it using vector embeddings so your natural queries retrieve precise moments. Second, multimodal AI like GPT-4o that can read your notes, understand your tone, process your screenshots, and turn them into searchable memories. Third, personal data structuring, where tools like Notion AI and Mem don't just store data, they contextualize it. They know the difference between a random note and a recurring habit, between a one-time joke and a project outline. And most importantly, LLM memory is getting persistent. Meaning the model doesn't just help you in a single session. It remembers who you are, what you like, what you forget, and how to help you without repeating yourself. In 5 years, this will evolve into what I call mirror memory systems, AI models that reflect your real life back to you in real time. Here's how it might work. You wake up and say, "What's the one task I forgot yesterday that matters most today?" Your AI says, "You never sent the voice note to Sarah about the client changes. You said it out loud but never followed through." Or, you say, "What were my favorite moments last week?" And it shows you a reel. Smiling in a coffee shop while reading, your highest heart rate during a call, your laughter in a voice memo, a quiet moment before sunset. It knows what matters because it tracks emotional cues, time spent, repetition, and sentiment. This isn't just memory, it's meaningful recall. That's the difference. This AI doesn't just store. It understands. But now let's go further, neural memory. Companies like Neuralink, Kernel, and Cognition are developing brain-computer interfaces that could one day record thoughts directly. But even before we get chips in our heads, AI can predict what we meant, what we missed, and what we'll need based on digital exhaust. Your calendar, screen time, audio patterns, and written tone are enough to build an eerily accurate memory graph of your life. That graph will answer questions like, who have I been avoiding? What topics excite me most? Where am I wasting time? And it'll do it without you asking. I tested this theory. I asked my AI memory, what themes have I mentioned most in my last 50 notes? It replied, you've talked about burnout, automation, and creative rhythm more than any other topic in the past week. I was stunned. That was what I was struggling with, but I hadn't noticed. The AI had. So let's step back. Will AI replace memory in 5 years? Maybe not completely. But will it augment it to the point where forgetting becomes a choice? Absolutely. We'll see tools that record everything privately, summarize it securely, and surface the right memory at the right time. Want to remember what you wore to an event? Ask. Want to recall the feeling of a trip? Ask. Want to find that voice note idea from last summer? Ask. And the AI will answer, not with data, but with your life. But there's a trade-off: privacy. When your AI remembers everything, you must trust it completely. You'll need strong encryption, local storage, data sovereignty, and the ability to forget on command. Otherwise, your AI becomes not a memory partner, but a surveillance threat. We'll also face questions of identity. If you forget something but your AI remembers, who owns that memory? You? Or the model? And what happens if you start to depend on it so much that your own organic memory weakens? Psychologists call this cognitive offloading, and yes, it's real. But here's my take. When done right, AI memory won't make you weaker, it'll make you freer. Freer to think, explore, create, love, and live without fearing forgetfulness. Freer to stay focused in the moment, knowing your second brain has your back. Freer to reflect more deeply, because you have a mirror that actually shows the patterns of your life. And that's not creepy. That's empowering. So will AI replace your memory in 5 years? The truth is, it already has, in pieces. The question is, will you take control of it? Or will you let companies do it for you? Because this future isn't optional. It's arriving. Now's your chance to build it on your terms. Smash the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more tech challenges, future experiments, and real talk from TechWave 65.